Hi, my name is Ashley Barnes, and I am your local district manager from Pearson Education. And then to the right, I have joining me today is Kayla, your local representative. And we are here to talk today with you about your intermediate accounting course. And so I am excited to be here because for me, when I was in college, I took economics. I was a business major, and I thought I was pretty smart. And with economics, that first time around, I didn't really do a lot of homework. I did what was the minimum required, and I thought I would figure it out because I was good at math, similar to an accounting course. And so then I got through the course and realized that I wasn't getting it, and it was too late. And so at that point, I unfortunately failed the course, and that was the first time I've ever failed at something. And so I took it a second time around, and I the second time got an A. But what I realized and what helped me was the fact that I realized I needed to study, and that the key to a course like economics or accounting is really the power of practice and doing a lot of practice, because that is the one way you're really going to figure out if you know the information for these courses. And so I wanted to share that story with you, not to humiliate myself, but to share with you just kind of why it's important to me and why I get really excited to talk to you and then hopefully talk to your students as well down the road, to be able to share some of the resources we have, some of the resources I'm going to talk about later in this presentation that can really help students prevent that type of situation that I got myself into, as well as saving them money so they don't have to retake a course again like I had to. So today, we were invited to come talk with all of you, and the goal of our conversation is to have discussion. We've been able to understand some of the key needs of your course, and we'd like to really frame our conversation around those key needs. And so some of the needs that you've outlined was really to be able to help your students critically think about accounting and how they can use that in the real world when they get into a job. The other piece was being able to give them practice, because just like I mentioned, you all shared with me that students are always needing more practice, more problems to work to make sure they really understand what the core theory is and not just what that one problem solution is. And so with those two needs, we want to walk through the three different features that we have for our solution in this intermediate accounting course to kind of outline how we can help support you and support your student to reach those goals. And so before we get started and jump right into the actual features and walking you through examples that we have, first I want to show a quick slide to you and get your kind of a reaction and thoughts to it. So what does that make you think of? For me, I agree, and it is really those things I all just mentioned and we're about to jump into. Our goal, both for you and for us, is to help your students get that yes moment where they got a job and they are going to be successful and really understand accounting, and they also got a career started after college. And so now we're going to go ahead and jump right into these three key features. I'm going to walk you through one chapter of our intermediate accounting book that focuses on judgment and critical thinking that is unique to our textbook and really was created with the goal to help give you a tool for your students to understand how important those two key features are in accounting early on into their course. And then I'm going to show you two features that are in my accounting lab. One is our study plan, which helps with the study aspect and the extra practice, and I'll show how that's unique. And then also I'm going to show you our accounting cycle tutorial, which is meant to help get your students up to speed really early with that core concept of the accounting cycle that is necessary to this course and to the accounting profession. So at this point, I'm going to time out, and we're going to go ahead and jump right into those features and walk through what they look like. Then we'll time back in. So now that we've walked through the three key features that tie back to how our solution is going to help meet your students' needs as well as your goals for your students, which is our chapter on judgment and critical thinking, our study plan, and then also our our accounting cycle tutorial. Those three things are meant to get us back to this original slide that I showed earlier, I studied accounting, and I'm excited because, yes, now I get a job. And so based on those three things, and I'd love to get your feedback and kind of hear your general observations about how you feel that these key features can meet your needs in the classroom and how you could see implementing them in your class starting next semester. But I love the excitement, and I appreciate that feedback. Those are some great observations and some great points that you're able to share with us. And so based on what we've talked about, it sounds like our next step will be to bring by some copies of Chapter 3, which is our chapter on judgment and critical thinking, to Josh's class on Thursday, because you guys wanted to really see how it works in your classroom and try it out, since it is a unique chapter that no other book has, as you all mentioned and agreed. So I'll bring those chapters by, and then it sounds like that Thursdays are a great day, so we'll follow up and have another brief kind of conversation and share that feedback from your students and how it worked and how you liked teaching with that chapter on the 25th. So in the meantime, I look forward to seeing you guys on Thursday, and we really enjoyed the conversation and hearing your observations and really learning more about your course. And Kayla and myself really look forward to partnering with you and seeing your feedback in the next couple weeks.